They gave her a home, but never gave her love. They fed her, but starved her of kindness. They called her family, but treated her like a stranger. And one day, the girl they broke would become the only one who could save them. The day the accident happened, everything changed. Mr. Ade stood in silence as two coffins were lowered into the ground. His younger brother and his wife. Beside him stood a little girl, no older than 7. Her small hands trembled. Her eyes were swollen from crying. Her name was Esther. She had lost both her parents in a single day. And in that moment, Mr. Ade made a promise. I will take care of her like my own. It sounded noble. It sounded sincere. But some promises are easier said than kept. When Esther arrived at their house, she looked around with quiet hope. Maybe this could still be home. But from the very first day, Mrs. Ade made things clear. This is not your house, she said coldly. You will behave yourself here. Kemi, their daughter, stood behind her mother watching. Same age, same roof. But from that moment, they were never the same. Life quickly became a pattern. Every morning, Esther woke up before everyone else. She swept the compound, fetched water, washed dishes, while Kemi slept peacefully. If Esther made even the smallest mistake, "Are you blind?" Mrs. Ade would shout. "Must we regret bringing you here?" Sometimes Esther would quietly whisper, "I'm sorry, Ma." Even when she did nothing wrong, meals were another reminder. Kemi ate first, the best portions. Esther got whatever was left, sometimes barely enough. And yet, she never complained. At night, when everyone slept, Esther would sit by the window, staring at the sky, missing her parents, holding back tears, learning how to survive alone. Mr. Ade saw everything, every insult, every unfair treatment. But he chose peace over justice, silence over protection. And slowly, Esther understood something painful. She didn't just lose her parents, she lost having anyone who would truly stand for her. Years passed. The girls grew older, but their lives moved in completely different directions. Esther became stronger. She focused on school. Despite having no support, she read at night, studied in silence, and pushed herself harder than anyone noticed. Teachers began to recognize her brilliance. Esther has a bright future, they would say. But at home, no one cared. Meanwhile, Kemi had everything handed to her. New clothes, money, freedom. But she lacked discipline. She skipped classes, ignored advice, chased pleasure over purpose. And because she was never corrected, she believed she could never fail. One day, an opportunity came. Esther earned a scholarship. It was her way out. When she shared the news, Mrs. Ade barely reacted. Good. At least one less mouth to feed. Mr. Ade said nothing again. But Esther didn't wait for approval. She left, with nothing but determination. At first, life continued normally, until Kemi began chasing fast money. She got involved with the wrong people. Bad friends. Shady deals. Relax, I know what I'm doing, she would say. But she didn't. A business deal went wrong. Money disappeared. Debts followed. Then threats. Soon, everything collapsed. Their house was taken. Their savings vanished. Their reputation destroyed. People they once called friends stopped answering their calls. For the first time, Mrs. Ade felt fear. Real fear. We have nothing left, she whispered. Mr. Ade sat quietly. Then slowly, a name came to his mind. Esther. The girl they pushed away. The girl they never valued. Now, their only hope. Far away, Esther had built a life. She succeeded through hard work, through pain, through resilience. She became everything they never believed she could be. When she heard about their situation, she didn't rush. She remembered everything. The pain, the rejection, the loneliness. But she also remembered who she chose to become. So, she came back. When Esther walked into their small, broken home, silence filled the room. Mrs. Ade couldn't meet her eyes. Mr. Ade looked ashamed. For the first time, they saw her clearly. not as a burden, but as the one who now stood above them. I know why you called me, Esther said calmly.
No anger, no shouting.
Just truth. Tears rolled down Mrs. Adea's face. We're sorry, she whispered. But even she knew, sorry could never erase the past. Esther took a deep breath. I didn't forget what you did, she said.
A pause.
But I won't become like you. And, in that moment, she chose grace. She paid their debts, helped them rebuild, saved them, not because they deserved it, but because she refused to let bitterness define her. In life, you may break someone, you may ignore them, you may treat them like nothing, but one day, they may rise. And when they do, the question will be, will they choose revenge or mercy? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more beautiful stories like this.